Hi everyone, like you all, this is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Bitcoin. Thank you for your support. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem with the Patreon at the minute. They've messed up with the Patreon or something. I don't know quite what's happening, but they're trying to resolve it. So I'm getting a lot of messages that there's something wrong with it, but it's just a bug at the moment. It's getting resolved. I think someone says it's come back online or something now, but just please have patience with it. I know you're all eager to get into the server. It will sort itself out, okay? But yeah, so far Bitcoin, it's doing all okay, isn't it? It's broke out this W bottom, which I targeted yesterday. You basically broke out of this bullish reversal pattern as well. So it's looking good, but we do need to break this high, okay? Full transparency, break this high up here. This is a massive level of resistance right now. You can see we've come so close, okay? Because for me, we break that high, we're really getting the party started here for Bitcoin. And obviously, you can come up to this and get rejected. So you're fully aware, okay? We need to break this high. But what Bitcoin's doing right now is really bullish. I'm going to show you why, okay? So yesterday, I said to you, you got this falling bullish channel, okay? It's a falling wedge, a falling broadening falling wedge basically, and you broke the level of resistance. I said to you, come back up to where you formed the wedge, and you've done exactly that. You equally broke out of a W bottom, you broke the neckline as resistance, boom, you've pumped up and you've met the target. So that was beautiful. You know, so far it went up around about 2.9%. It's actually got a little bit overextended just there. I think you went up about 4.74%. You're tracing a little bit, but what you're doing here, if you keep an eye on this, look what you're doing, all sorts at play here. So remember I said to you, this channel, okay, it wasn't a rising wedge. Everyone was saying this was a rising wedge. I said it was a channel. It was a bullish ascending channel basically. You conform it to a level of support, resistance, didn't quite make this trend line up here, and this is where you fell back to a key level support for continuation. And with that, you can see you have found support down here, okay? Equally, if you lose support, you've got technical targets to the downside obviously, but right now you are flipping the switch. You've broken a key level resistance. You are looking really bullish here for Bitcoin, especially if you can break this level of resistance up here, okay? Because I'll show you exactly what you're doing. Just there, that's your level of resistance. So that's a local high at the moment. If you start to see Bitcoin come up to that, break it, back test it, you're looking at a beautiful impulsive wave, okay? And I'll tell you exactly what that is in a moment. But what you've done here, okay, you've found support of this channel. Look, you're falling down, you broke out, and in the process you found support of this channel. Previous resistance, back test and turn into support, okay? And with that you created a beautiful W double bottom, which you've broken out of. So what you've done, look, you've broken up and you've ran into the resistance of this ascending channel that you're in, but then you fell back to this broadening wedge as support, broke out, and now you're back in the channel. And where have you found support? Once you've come back into the channel, you found support on the trend line. So this is really good. This is bullish for Bitcoin because you've turned in previous resistance, okay, into support. Resistance, support, resistance, support. This is really strong for Bitcoin. It gives a strong case that potentially this was your correction. This is it. You know, you've had a what from this high, which I said to you, the 28% retracement. You've had an 8.46% retracement for Bitcoin, and that is it. You know, you 20%. So there wasn't an extra 12% correction basically. So that's how strong Bitcoin is. You know, in this wave 5. We've had that wave 4 retracement. We've come down to the low, and right now if Bitcoin breaks this high, you are looking at continuation. I think you could absolutely just rock it to the high ends of 50k, to be honest with you, because if we bring up the VPVR on the daily, okay, the volume profile, if we take a look at that for the daily time frame here for Bitcoin, you can pretty much see that if you break this level of resistance here, you're just going to rock it to the mid 50s. At that point you're going to run into a level of resistance, and look, it's clear skies. So you could be looking at a full retracement here, honestly. It could just absolutely take off, break this sign, see you later. So yeah, you can see where your levels of resistance, you're just coming up to, this is why it's struggled around here, okay, because this is a major level of resistance. Look, as soon as you break that, you could see one massive surge up to $56,073. You know, over the weekend or whatever, it could just move up impulsively if it breaks this high. It's all about breaking this high, okay? And a lot of projects are not breaking the high yet at the moment. It doesn't mean that they won't, but it is a key level of resistance that you do need to see broken. I think VeChain is trying to break its high. I think XRP is trying to break its local high, and equally, you know, now you've got Bitcoin that's trying to break its high. But if you look what's happening here straight away for Bitcoin, let me remove that because that was a technical target off a W bottom which has been met. So look what's happening here for Bitcoin. You're essentially coming up, and if you continue to do this, look, you're coming up, resistance, fall back to support, look, of this trend line, resistance, support. You're forming an ascending bullish continuation pattern that you're coming up into a key level of resistance. At that point, when you break that high just here, this level of resistance, you're going to pop, okay? And the party will really get started for Bitcoin, and you're probably just going to see it absolutely skyrocket to the 56k, which I've just shown you. So it's looking good. providing you can break this resistance. And hopefully we've had this nominal 8% retracement here for Bitcoin, and the anticipation that we're having this big deep correction for crypto in September, and you know the wave 4 breaking out where to wave 5 comes up to, you know, similar to wave 3 breaking out and coming up to the resistance level and falling back, which I've shown you in the past 3 videos, is out the window. So it was all about breaking this high. You know, like I said to you, it's so close because you're coming in towards the apex here of a level of resistance, levels of support, sorry, and a key level of resistance. If you start to form some ascending triangle, you're looking beautiful here, and I think Bitcoin will just absolutely explode. Okay, like I said to you, there's not much resistance up above between here and 56k, so you could be looking, you know, at just coming up to the mid-range of the 56 like that. From here, if you break that, you'll be looking at a beautiful, where are we, 56k I said, didn't I? 11% trade. I think it'll just rocket once it breaks this level of resistance here. I think it'll just explode. Okay, again, not financial advice, and I could be completely wrong. You know, it's all about breaking this resistance here for Bitcoin. Yeah, so far so good. Hopefully it would be nice to think that we have got this retracement done. Okay, and we have had that 8% retracement off the high, the key level of resistance, which is 28% from the all-time high, which is what the wave 3 was when it came back up to retest the wave 1 high. Do you understand that? I've gone through all of that with you, haven't I? You know, the similarities, and the fact that it's only had that 8% retracement shows how strong it is, you know, so that's really, really good within itself. So hopefully, you know, I wish I can conclusively say that you will break this high and you will continue, but as you know, it's all about breaking resistance for continuation, back testing, holding support. But what you're doing here is bullish, because like I said to you, you're breaking key levels of resistance, you're back testing and turning into support. Look, broke this key level resistance of this broadening channel, okay, went up at the resistance of this larger channel that you're in, ascending channel, which is bullish, by the way, and then you fell back to support, built up momentum, broken out, and then you've run into a level of resistance, not quite the local high, and then ran back to this as support, this previous resistance of this ascending triangle, ascending channel as support. Bullish, really, really bullish, because you're building up steam. Okay, you're building up steam and you're coming into an ascending triangle. So I did say to you, the next impulsive wave target, just straight off the bat, which you're forming right now, because that's your low, and that's your impulsive wave high, you are looking at a 51. Where are we? I mean, you're already on your way. You've got confidence that you're going there, but your key level of resistance is the 1272, which is the local high just here. Okay, so you've fallen back to the local high, this local high at 4970 as support. Look, you've held it as support, you're inside the channel, you continue to come up now, you're going to break the 1272, and if you do that, you're going to come up to 51778 on an impulsive move like that. Do you see that? And potentially get overextended here and go to the 2 at 53 before you start to retrace and form the next impulsive wave up to 56k. So it's all good. It's about breaking this support, okay, breaking this resistance, sorry, break that. It's all golden. Lose it, you know, and you start to roll down now and lose this high, especially this high at 4970. You can sort of start to invalidate this impulsive wave which is starting to form, because you're breaking key levels of resistance to confirm it. You know, if you start to roll over, then potentially you could create a little reversal wave here. But so far so good. You're doing really, really well for Bitcoin. It's looking really, really strong for continuation. Break this high, break this high. It's all about breaking this high. Okay, break that high, boom, see you later, party started. Take care everyone, back tomorrow with another Bitcoin update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Thank you, bye bye.